Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Boys Do Sports. This week we got a big one. We got conference championship week. So last week we went ahead and recapped the divisional week. We're not going to do that this week. We're just going to deep dive straight into these two games. 4 teams left. One team, can't believe they're still here, but let's talk about it. Commanders Eagles. Who do you got?
Well,
Big Cinderella story here.
they've played twice already this year, division opponents.
Yep.
In week 11, the Eagles won 26-18. Saquon dominated with 200 yards on 28 touches. In the second matchup, in week 16, Hurts got hurt in the first quarter. In the first quarter,
Yep.
Saquon had 150 yards on 29 touches. Commanders won 36-33. But the Commanders winning 36-33 is believable with Kenny Pickett at quarterback for the Eagles. But the Commanders had 5 turnovers and still somehow
they played
won
terrible
that game.
and still won that game.
Yeah.
That was wild.
But
I was just about to say the public is completely on Washington here. The 66% of the bets are on Washington +6.
yeah, I actually am. I would take Washington +6. My prediction is I think Hurts is going to have another low passing volume game. He's probably going to be high as hell. And Saquon will continue to run all over the Commanders. Eagles win 24-21.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I definitely don't think the Eagles win by more than 6. I really do like +6. +240 though, it's looking kind of good. I really do want to see Jaden Daniels go all the way, but I feel like the best chance for the Chiefs to not three-peat is probably going to be facing the Eagles.
Yeah.
Really need the Bills to step it up. I'm still going to take the Eagles. I really don't want to see the Eagles win.
I know.
I'd rather see the Commanders, so that's kind of where my allegiance will lie on Twitter. But I do think that the Eagles will win just to keep my track record as a ball knower intact.
It's so weird. Like, these teams have all played each other, and the Eagles are 14-1 in the last 15 games. Their only loss comes to the Commanders in week 16. The Bills are like 21-1 in their last 22 games, and their only loss is to the Bills. So, like,
The Chiefs, you meant?
or yeah,
I know what you meant.
yeah,
I know
the
what you meant.
Chiefs. But yeah, so
Man,
I don't know.
I think that I feel like this Commanders-Eagles game is going to go like pretty much exactly like the Lions-Commanders game did. Probably not a lick of fucking defense being played whatsoever, but just two high-powered offenses. Like, it's going to be Scary Terry, 60-yard sideline catch, back-to-back. Saquon Barkley breaks one for 57 yards to the crib. Next drive, Brian Robinson gets a little shifty, maybe breaks one for 42. Next drive, A.J. Brown catches a screen pass and goes 97 yards to the house. And yes, I said screen pass.
Yeah.
Notice. All right, it wasn't Hurts throwing it 97 yards. No, sir.
No.
It was a screen pass, and A.J. Brown made him look good.
No, I
Let it be known.
I think this game's going to go under. I think both games are going to go under, honestly.
Really, I do not see this game going under 47.5 if the weather isn't snowing like it was last week.
I do. I don't think the only way the Eagles are scoring are through Saquon.
Saquon's rushing yard line, you want to guess what the -110 even money line is on Saquon right now?
Last week it was like 115, so I'm going to go 122.5.
It was 130.5.
Holy shit.
The highest conference championship rushing line ever set. Since it's been tracked. So it's just absolutely wild, dude.
Wild.
Dude's literally had the most dominant run from a running back for I don't know when, man. Like, Christian McCaffrey didn't put up these numbers in that playoff run. He is literally just putting the entire Eagles. He's got the city of Philly on his back, man, and he's just fucking running.
Yeah, Saquon
Wow.
and that
It's good
defense.
Yeah, that defense is pretty solid. Led by a bunch of young dudes. I really think that Eagles defense is going to be scary for years.
Yeah, which sucks.
Not good as a Giants fan.
yeah, that sucks.
And seeing the Commanders break out like this, I'm not too sure when the Giants are going to be back on top of the division. But the good news is that the NFC East no repeat title winner is probably going to be true. Again, the Eagles won it this year. I bet the Commanders win it next year.
Yeah, Commanders
honestly.
could easily win it next year.
Yeah, the NFC East probably won't have a repeat division winner ever. It's done. we seen our last of it. It's done.
Yeah, every
Maybe
time
the
we think
Giants
it's
will
going to
be good in
happen,
10
it
years.
doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, you bet on it this year to get the Cowboys over. No, sir. Let's hop into the primetime game here. Another 5:30 game on a Sunday. You know I hate that. Bills versus Chiefs. Just move it up 2 hours, dude. I wanna watch the first game, have time to take a nap. I'm old. I like to take a nice little couch nap, wake up, place my parlays at like 6:30, get going for the night game. But no, dude, we just got to back to back.
We're prepping for the Super Bowl time.
I guess so, man.
But yeah,
Anyways, this one's going to be the prime time.
Yes,
This is going to
sir.
be the good deal. The Bills are 2-point dogs on the road. They got to travel to KC. It's been cold. I think KC is probably still going to be frozen over by the time Sunday comes around. That's nothing to Josh Allen. Josh Allen's used to playing in the snow. He's probably colder in Buffalo, dude. So go ahead and give me the Bills here. I think it's his time.
I don't think it happens, sadly. But they did play in Week 11. The Bills won by 9 points, 30-21. And Mahomes threw 2 interceptions and 3 touchdowns in that game. So I do think if Mahomes, screws it up like he did there, and they don't get a run game going, because the Bills' weakness is the run game, defense is the weakness on the defense is the run game. So like if they can, if the Chiefs can get a run game, keep Josh Allen off the field, play a good defense, and win the turnover battle. They have to win the turnover battle. I think the Chiefs will win by about 27-20 or so, like under the 47.5. Both games are 47.5. I don't know.
The Bills' offense has put up 27 points in 11 of the last 13 games. Josh Allen's been on fire. This offense is really just thriving right now. I don't see a way that the Chiefs win this one without any help. There might be a little help, but with the way this Chiefs team played against that Texans team, man, the Texans weren't the best team in the AFC. That definitely weren't the team that we thought would take down the Chiefs, but they had a chance, man.
They did.
They really were still in it the whole game. Couple of controversial calls, really none that changed the outlook of the game, honestly. I mean, obviously we're all going to bitch about those 2 roughing the passers real early on before halftime because we're like, oh, this is still a game. But, by the end of it, the Chiefs kind of settled into their defense, really stopped Stroud in every sense. So, and then, but if the Chiefs completely abandoned the run game last week, I'm not too sure why. I guess it's because they were getting absolutely just shafted. Like the Texans were throwing it down. The Texans' run defense turned into an absolute shit brick house towards the end of the season.
Yeah, it did get better. Do you know how many Chiefs wide receivers caught a football Sunday or Saturday?
I was just about to look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different people. Nope.
No.
4. 9 people got targets.
Yeah.
4 only caught it.
Yeah. Do you know how many of those are wide receivers?
That's ugly. One. Xavier Worthy.
Yeah. None of the other wide receivers
D-Hop
caught a
and
ball.
Juju got 1 target apiece.
Yeah. Hollywood, how many
That's
targets did he have?
disgusting. 2.
2? Yeah. I mean, so that shows you what they don't have to do to win football games.
With abandoning the run, Kareem Hunt was the leading rusher and got the leading touches. Travis Kelce just carried the offense.
Yeah, which
117 yards of Patrick Mahomes, 177.
and I think that was the plan all along, all throughout the season. He wasn't being heavily utilized, wasn't really, taking a lot of toll on his body. Now's the time. Patrick Mahomes targets him 15 times a game. It's time.
Well, you can see it even in the game. He was it's like the defense is prepped for not worrying about Kelce anymore. And the Texans just left him sitting in the middle of the field, wide open, just soft coverage him, just just left him there just to see if they would bite. And yeah, Travis Kelce was wide open, like 4 plays.
You let Mahomes have a guy wide open, he's gonna hit him for a lot of yards.
Yeah, and then that 60-yarder, he tried to take it all the way. Every Texan didn't seem like they wanted to tackle him, just kept trying to hit the ball out.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? Make the tackle. Now they're on the 5-yard line instead of their own 50. What are we doing? Make the damn tackle. But going into the Bills game, Josh Allen, like I said, absolutely flawless for the most part. Takes 1 sack, rushed for 20 yards. James Cook flying right now. I just if James Cook can get it going against this Chiefs defense, I don't think that there's a way that I just don't think they come out of this one.
In week 11, James Cook had 9 carries for 20 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, well, we also in the middle of the season we were saying that the Chiefs rush defense was the greatest on the fucking, I don't know where I'm trying to go with this, but it's one of the top run defenses of all time. It was insane. They've started to let it up a little bit here. I don't know exactly what the stats are, but it seems
Mixon had a decent game, didn't he?
That's what I'm saying. It seems like they're starting to let up more rushing yards per game. Yeah, now they're sitting at 22nd, allowing 105 rushing yards per game.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
The first time they played in week 11, Josh Allen was pretty much the only offense, as yards wise. He had 40 pass attempts and 12 rush attempts, and 1 passing touchdown and 1 rushing touchdown, and then Cook vultured those 2 rushing touchdowns with 9 carries for 20 yards. So, I don't know. Hopefully they can get
We're gonna have
Cook
to see
going.
That's good.
Ty Johnson.
Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be a good one. I don't know. Ty Johnson's been pissing me off. Every time I take James Cook and a parlay, here comes Ty Johnson, man. I hate that shit. Yeah, that's about all I got.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to add?
No, just really hope. I know I picked Chiefs to win, but I really hope the Bills win. Really bad.
Yeah. I think Commanders Bills is best case scenario Super Bowl. It's the least of 2 evils here. That's especially coming from a Giants fan. I really don't want to see any of these. That scene from Batman, where the whole football scene just kind of crumbles in on itself while they're playing the game. That's kind of what I hope happens in the NFC Championship game. But yeah, that's Commanders Bills is the People's Championship for me.
Yep.
That's all I got to say about it.
But
I definitely don't want to see an Eagles Chiefs rematch.
No, absolutely no.
All right, so guys, if you made it this far, definitely make sure to drop a like. If you guys want to check us out on our other socials, hit the link in our description, and we'll see you guys for Super Bowl Sunday.
Let's go.
Or probably a Pro Bowl.